The Makings of the Land, authored by Kaylee class. One afternoon, while playing at home, Kara asked her mom, "Mom, can we please go have a picnic at the park for lunch today?" Kara's mom, who loves picnics, of course responded enthusiastically to this grand idea. Kara and her mom packed sandwiches, chips, fruit, and milk and went on their way, walking the short distance to the park just down the street from their home. As Kara and her mom were sitting by the pond, eating their sandwiches, Kara asked, "Mom, do you know how the earth got created? All the plants and animals?" "Your grandmother told me a story when I was young about how the earth was created long ago by a woman who was named Skywoman," replied Kara's mom. "Please tell me the story, Mom, please," Kara explained. "Okay, I will tell you. I want you to lay back and close your eyes so you can imagine the tale in your head as I tell you the story of Skywoman falling," said Kara's mother. Kara slowly laid down on the blanket just next to her mother's side, closed her eyes, and relaxed her body for the story. Her mother began telling her the old tale of Skywoman. Before the creation of land, there was a place called the Sky World, where there lived a beautiful creature by the name of Skywoman. From the Sky World, a space opened and down came a glimmer of light through the darkness where no one had ever seen light before. It was Skywoman falling elegantly through the sky. "Wait, she was falling out of the sky?" exclaimed Kara. Her mother replied, "Just wait and listen to what happens. It will all make sense." So Kara laid back down and continued listening. Her mother continued. Skywoman only saw deep, dark waters below her, until she was swept up by geese wings and carried her delicately down to the water, where she later rested on a turtle's shell. The other animals, loons, otters, swans, beavers, and fish, knew Skywoman would soon need land for her to call home, just as they called the water their home. The animals discussed with each other how they were going to help Skywoman, and they decided to get her mud from the water's bottom. Many of the animals attempted to dive down to gather the mud. However, they all failed. That was until the little muskrat decided to help. Being the weakest diver among the bunch, he took the plunge to gather the mud. After many minutes down, he came back to the surface with a handful of mud that was placed onto the turtle's back. Skywoman spread the mud across the turtle's back and placed in the mud the seeds she brought with her from the Sky World. "Wait, but Mom, how did the seeds only grow in the mud on the turtle's back?" asked Kara. "Well, when the Skywoman came down from the Sky World, she left a trail of light behind her, which allowed the seeds to flourish because seeds need water, sun, space, and air to live," explained her mother. Kara nodded in understanding and laid back down. Her mother finished the story. The plants kept growing and growing while Skywoman watched, until eventually the whole earth was made from just a few seeds. Skywoman knew she did not do this deed herself. She had all the help from the animals, and together they formed what was known as Turtle Island, which is now our home. Kara sat up quickly. "Mom, so you're telling me that the entire earth was created on a turtle's shell?" "This is the story your grandmother always told me growing up," replied her mother. "Grandma always told me we must listen to the ways of the plants because they came around long before any of us did. We must treat plants and animals with kindness because they are much wiser than we are, and we must learn from them. explained Kara's mother. But Mom, how are plants smarter than you and Grandma? Asked Kara. Well, sweetie, these plants and animals that are on Earth have seen and experienced far more than both me and your grandma have, said her mother. Mom, I think I want to be like Skywoman and create my own little world to take care of, Kara said excitedly. I think that sounds like a fantastic idea, Kara, exclaimed her mother. How do you want to do that? I am going to plant a garden with flowers and vegetable plants and take care of the plants so they can grow and provide for us, said Kara. Her mother replied, That sounds great, sweetie. Let's get started. Kara and her mother walked back home from their picnic, excited to grow a garden and create their own little world, just as Skywoman did many years ago.